So, you've got a tropical getaway on the books for 2026. You're probably thinking about flights, hotels, sunscreen, but what if the biggest threat to your trip wasn't a sunburn, but a virus that could leave you in debilitating pain for years? Well, there's a new vaccine that's a total game changer, and we're going to break down exactly what you need to know about it.
The virus we're talking about is chikungunya. And before we even get into the science, you have to hear where its name comes from. It's from the Kimakanda language, and it literally means to become contorted. And that, right there, tells you everything you need to know about the kind of severe, body-bending pain this thing can cause.
So, okay, beyond that incredibly dramatic name, what is this thing really? And why is it a threat that can take your dream vacation and turn it into an absolute nightmare that lasts long after you're home? All right, so chikungunya is spread by mosquitoes. But this isn't just your average bug bite, not even close. This is a joint-crushing infection. I mean, the fever and rashes are bad enough, but the real monster here is the brutal joint pain. It can stick around for months, or, believe it or not, even years. But here's the good news, and trust me, it is a huge deal. The game has totally changed. For the first time ever, we're not just talking about prevention. We finally have a powerful new shield to add to our travel health arsenal. I mean, just think about it. For decades, the best advice a doctor could give you was, wear bug spray and long sleeves. Basically cross your fingers and just hope for the best. That's not the case anymore. Science has finally delivered something that offers real, proactive protection.
Now, it's not just one vaccine. You've actually got a couple of options, depending on where you are. Here in Canada, we have Ixchiq. It's what's called a live attenuated vaccine, which means it uses a weakened, sort of tamed version of the live virus to teach your immune system how to fight it. Down in the US, there's an option called Chikungunya, which is a virus-like particle or VLP vaccine. Think of it like a harmless decoy. It looks like the virus on the outside, but it can't actually infect you.
And get this, the effectiveness is just wow. With the Canadian vaccine IXHQ, an incredible 99% of people develop protective antibodies, and they get them fast. We're talking within 28 days of a single dose. That is a seriously powerful level of protection.
Okay, so we have this super effective vaccine. The big question is, where do you actually need this shield? Let's take a look at the map and pinpoint the global hotspots where chikungunya is a real active threat.
Right now, the Government of Canada has put out some serious health notices, Level 2 notices for several countries with active, ongoing outbreaks. We're talking a big surge in Cuba, a sharp spike in the Seychelles, and really high case numbers in places like Sri Lanka and Suriname. These are the zones where you really need to take extra precautions.
And it's not just about those sudden outbreaks. You've also got to think about places where this virus is just always there. That's what's called endemic. And this includes some of the most popular vacation spots in the world, like the tourist hubs in Mexico, Quintana Roo, the Yucatan, and there's widespread transmission across pretty much all of Brazil.
Okay, we've talked up how powerful this vaccine is, but now we have to pump the brakes a little bit. We need to have a serious conversation, a critical reality check, because this isn't like getting a simple flu shot. There's some very important fine print.
And that brings us to the million-dollar question. As amazing as this new tool is, who is it actually for? Because I'll tell you right now, this is definitely not a one-size-fits-all solution.
So remember how the Canadian vaccine is a live virus? Well, because of that, some people can get something called chikungunya-like adverse reactions, or CLARs. What that means is the vaccine can basically trick your body into thinking it has the real thing for a little while, causing side effects like a fever or body aches. It's kind of like your immune system's doing a dress rehearsal for the real fight. And this part is absolutely crucial. Because of those potential side effects, Canada's top travel medicine advisory committee has some very clear recommendations. The live vaccine is currently not recommended for any travelers over the age of 65, anyone who is immunocompromised, and it is a hard no, strictly contraindicated for pregnant women.
So, with all this on the table, the scary virus, the amazing new vaccine, but also the risks, how in the world do you decide what to do for your trip? Let's walk through a clear, simple path to help you make an informed decision.
It really boils down to this straightforward three-step guide. First, look at your itinerary. Are you actually going to one of those hot zones we talked about? Step 2, and this one is non-negotiable, talk to a travel medicine specialist. They're the experts who can look at your personal health history and your specific trip. And finally, step 3. Together, you weigh the pros and cons, the risk of getting the virus versus the benefits and potential side effects of the vaccine to make the choice that's right for you.
So it all comes back to you and your travel plans. That dream trip is on the calendar. You now know about the virus that can literally contort the body with pain, and you know about the brand new scientific shield that's designed to stop it. The only question left is, will this new shield be part of your plan?